And for those of you who are also around, who know my commitment in recent times with Nnamdi Kanu, we are fighting to ensure that he's not scapegoated to keep Nigeria one.
Omoyele Sowore, a prominent human rights activist and convener of the Revolution Now movement, has announced plans to stage fresh nationwide demonstrations aimed at pressuring the federal government to release Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra (IPOB), was convicted on November 20th, 2025 by a Federal High Court in Abuja on 7 terrorism-related charges. The court found that Kanu's broadcasts and directives incited violent attacks against security forces and civilians, particularly in southern Nigeria, and during the EndSARS protests in Lagos. Despite prosecutors seeking the death penalty, the judge sentenced Kanu to life imprisonment, citing mercy and Kanu's Christian faith. In contrast, Sowore argues that Kanu's prolonged detention and trial have been marked by violations of due process and fundamental human rights. He contends that the Nigerian government has used Kanu's case to suppress dissent and silence voices advocating for the self-determination of the Igbo people. In a video shared on Friday by Prince Emmanuel Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu's brother, Sowore declared his intention to launch a more intense week-long protest to get Nnamdi Kanu out of prison.
Generation is coming that will leave all of them behind.
Yes, sir.
Because very soon, this digital generation will not be running money that we know. There will no longer be central bank. Everything will be different, including even education. So they will be left behind and they will suffer because the money that they have illegally acquired will fail them. But let's keep talking to ourselves. That's why we feel free in your midst. And for those of you who are also around, who know my commitment in recent times with Nnamdi Kanu, we are fighting to ensure that he's not scapegoated to keep Nigeria one. To keep Nigeria one requires justice, not life imprisonment or death sentence.
Thank you.
Being born in Nigeria is already death sentence. So nobody can scare me with death sentence. The moment you are born in this country, you have been sentenced to death, either by default or by accident. And being unable to eat, feed, have a roof over your head, and not be able to send your children to school, not to be able to live secure life, that is life imprisonment, in case you don't know. So Kanu is not going to suffer anything that has not suffered before. All these things they are doing, they have done it before, it didn't work. They did it with Kensariwa. He told them, he said, I'm going to be the last person who will deal with you people in a reasonable way. After Kensariwa was killed, they know what they lost to Niger Delta militants. Maybe Kanu is the last person from Igbo land who will speak the language of peace and the right to self-determination. The next generation may not do that. And there's nothing anybody can do about that. And we are saying that here in Kaduna, where they need to listen to it. And I apologize to those of you in Kaduna who were expecting us when we were doing Free Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes, sir.
Let me announce today, we are going to announce series of action on Free Nnamdi Kanu again, and we'll go all over the country.
We are ready.
Yes. And this time we are not going to do one day. We are not going to do one day. We are going to do a whole week of series of action.
Yes.
Because these people need to be taught a lesson that the country belongs to all of us.
In October 2025, Sowore led a significant protest known as the Free Nnamdi Kanu or Free Nnamdi Kanu Now March. The demonstration took place on October 20th in Abuja with thousands of supporters demanding the release of the imprisoned IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. Sowore had publicly called for a peaceful and lawful protest starting from Transcorp Hilton to the presidential villa Aso Rock, mobilizing support nationwide and backing the movement with over 115 lawyers to ensure legal compliance. Despite his planning and warnings about his right to peaceful assembly, the Federal High Court in Abuja issued an injunction just days before the protest, restricting demonstrations in sensitive areas, including around Aso Rock and other key government locations. Sowore vowed to challenge the court order, questioning why similar restrictions were not placed on counter-protests against Kanu's release. With police and security agencies labeling correctional facilities as no protest zones, heavy security and roadblocks were placed around the city. On the day of the protest, demonstrators gathered as planned, but were met with police resistance. Security forces reportedly fired shots and tear gas to disperse the crowd, although there was no widespread violence. Sowore described the government's actions as an unprovoked attack on peaceful protesters and reaffirmed that nothing had been proved against Kanu, referring to the allegations as propaganda. The protest caused significant disruptions in Abuja, including major traffic gridlocks as security checkpoints controlled movement across the city. Following the protest, Sowore continued to emphasize the constitutional right to protest and announced intentions to legally contest any restricted court orders. The Free Nnamdi Kanu protest became a prominent symbol of civil unrest over Kanu's detention and drew support from various civil society groups, marking a defining moment of nationwide calls for justice and reform in Nigeria's ongoing security and human rights debates. This protest also came just weeks before Kanu's November 20th conviction for terrorism, increasing the urgency and intensity of calls for his release. This is what is trending on DDM TV. I'm Tochku Raphael. For more insights, do not hesitate to hit the like button, make your comments, share this video and subscribe to DDM TV channel.
The crowd you see, and the bigger than that of the farm. Let the people be moving. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Now. Free Nnamdi Kanu 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 now. What do we want now? Free Nnamdi Kanu now. What do we want now? Free Nnamdi Kanu now. What do we want now? Free Nnamdi Kanu now. What do we want from Nigeria? Free Nnamdi Kanu now. What do we want from Nigeria? Free Nnamdi Kanu now.
Now here in Oreba no but start up. I had all the injustice. We don't need injustice in Nigeria anymore. Be you who, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba. We don't need injustice anymore in Nigeria. This is peaceful demonstration from China. Today, 20th October 2025. We are here to say to the Nigerian government that we don't need injustice anymore. Enough is enough. Let them free Nnamdi Kanu. Let the man go and see his family. He's fighting for justice. He's not fighting for only Biafra. He's fighting for the whole Nigeria, all the youth in Nigeria to rise up. Free Nnamdi Kanu. Justice Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, justice must be done. We move. Free Nnamdi Kanu. Yes. Well, Nnamdi Kanu now! 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 Nnamdi Kanu now!
Come and join us. Come and join us. Come and join us. Freedom is for me and you. Come and join us.